Hi everybody, Robin here, back again with more news. Last week, Honda revealed an updated 2024 Honda Ridgeline. This is another refresh to the company's sole pickup offering, which is still running on the second generation platform that's been with us since 2017. The last update to the Ridgeline came for the 2021 model year, and I reviewed a 2021 Honda Ridgeline and its heavily restyled front clip and all these other things. I do have a link to that video in the description, and I do believe it'll be popping up right there. But for this 2024 model year change, the biggest difference is the addition of a Trailsport trim Ridgeline. The Trailsport actually replaces the RTL-E trim, so it slots above the base Sport and RTL trims, but still beneath the top of the line Black Edition trim. And just like the Pilot and Passport Trailsports that came before it, the Ridgeline Trailsport does offer real and tangible hardware changes to make it more off-road capable. Mainly, it gets all-terrain tires, an off-road tuned suspension, and a skid plate. The tires are actually the exact same tires that Honda put on the Passport Trailsport. They are General Grabber AT Sport tires, size 245/60 R18, so you do get a little bit of sidewall to work with in addition to the all-terrain rubber. The suspension tune does include different spring rates, chained shock absorber settings, and different anti-roll bars. The purpose is to allow more articulation in the suspension to allow it to go over rockier terrain without trouble. You do also get Honda's iVTM4 torque vectoring all-wheel drive system. That is standard across all the Ridgelines, so that's not specific to the Trailsport, but part of the Trailsport. The Trailsport also gets a unique front grille with this plastic black crossbar on the top, as well as black door pillar trim and black side view mirror covers. The skid plate, which protects the oil pan, is in pewter gray, as are the 18-inch wheels, which get the General Grabber tires wrapped around them. And of course, the Trailsport badges are in orange. Inside, you do also get orange ambient lighting and orange stitching for the doors and the seats and things like that. And of course, a Trailsport logo embroidered into the headrests. This is essentially the exact same treatment that Honda gave the updated Passport. You do get legitimate tires, a different suspension tune, and all-wheel drive to work with, but it does not go as far as the 2023 Honda Pilot Trailsport, which got all of that, as well as a 1-inch lift for more ground clearance, an additional skid plate, and front and rear attachment points to be able to pull itself or other things out of trouble. And this certainly does not go as far as body-on-frame off-road trucks like the GMC Canyon AT4X, which I tested earlier this year. But I do think that it does have enough legitimate equipment that it will lure some people to the Ridgeline. It does have more capability than the standard Ridgeline, and probably enough for a lot of people seeking a little bit of adventure, maybe on a weekend. There are a few other changes that are for the entire Honda Ridgeline lineup, not least of which is this massive Ridgeline lettering stamped into the tailgate. All Ridgelines do also get an updated grille. Also, inside of every Ridgeline is now a 7-inch digital instrument cluster. The speedometer is still an analog speedometer, but the rest of it, including the tachometer, is now digital. And for the center console touchscreen, that is now a 9-inch screen that includes wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, and all of that is standard. The Ridgeline also gets a revised lower center console for more storage space, and that includes a Qi wireless charging pad for your smartphone as well. All of that is standard. That is nice. But the main components of the Ridgeline still carry on. You still get the naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6 that makes 280 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. That does still tie to a 9-speed automatic transmission, and as I already said, that goes to all 4 wheels. It is standard all-wheel drive. And it is unit construction, not a body-on-frame, but given that, it does have respectable payload capacity. It has a payload of 1,583 pounds. Really, legitimately not bad. You can also tow up to 5,000 pounds with it. Definitely lighter than body-on-frame trucks, but not that bad considering. It's definitely competitive with, say, family-sized SUVs like the Honda Pilot. You also get that clever, massive piece of storage towards the back of the tailgate, under the floor of the tailgate, which doubles as a cooler. That is 7.3 cubic feet of extra storage and has a drain plug down at the bottom to drain it like a cooler if you wish. The bed length itself is 5 feet 4 inches long, and if you fold down the tailgate, it is just over 7 feet long, and it is more than 4 feet wide, so you can carry things like 4x8 sheets of plywood and 2x4x8 pieces of wood. And Honda will continue to build the Ridgeline at its Alabama plant. So I have to say, when I drove the 2023 Honda Pilot Trailsport, I came away quite impressed with its capability. And I also really did like the 2021 Honda Ridgeline, the updated Honda Ridgeline. So now that we're kind of getting a marriage of those two things with the 2024 Honda Ridgeline Trailsport, I am very, very curious to see how that comes together. My main question is, will the added off-road capability, different suspension tune, different tires, hurt its really nice on-road driving feel, which is a major plus of the Honda Ridgeline compared to other body-on-frame trucks? If it does that mitigate the advantages it once have? Or does it maintain that on-road prowess and then in addition to that also have a bit more off-roading prowess and just make it that much cooler? I'm really, really curious and very, very keen to share as soon as I get the chance to review one. Okay, that's all for now. I'm Robin Warner. Thank you very much for watching.